The Defender family welcomes its new sibling, the T28 Prototype Defender. We're gonna take an educated guess at what this tank might be like in World of Tanks Blitz. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. My name is martindogger, and this is some educated guesswork at what the T28 Prototype Defender will be like in World of Tanks Blitz. It has been announced on social pages of Wargaming this week, shown on Instagram, shown on Facebook, and I was allowed to use the footage here and decided to do a game in the T28 Prototype itself, which you can see it is pretty darn slow. It doesn't have the reputation of being a really good tank. But what could the T28 Prototype Defender be like? Let's first take a look at what Wargaming showed us on the social pages. And that is this type of footage really. You can see it has that electric engine, it has the same type of skin, and if you take a quick look at the bottom left, you can actually see that the top speed of the T28 Prototype Defender is just a little bit higher than the regular prototype. And it also revealed the fact that it has an auto-loading 3-shot gun, much like the i3 and the i3 Defender. So that is good, that is good. Why is that good? Well, the gun of the T28 Proto itself, it is a hard-hitting gun. It delivers 400 alpha per shot. It's typically American in terms of dispersion and accuracy and stuff. But once you fully aim it in, it can hit really hard. So 3 shots in the clip, that's going to be funny. 3 shots in the clip, we've heard that before. We've heard it before when a Tech 3 tank became a premium. So let's quickly compare the i3 Defender to the i3 and then do some educated guesswork on what the T28 Prototype Defender will be like.
Another one like that should finish them.
And if you use tank compare, you can see that the i3 Defender and the i3 share more or less the same gun. The i3 Defender gets a little bit more in terms of DPM and a little bit more in terms of gun depression, but the penetration on the i3 is just a bit better. It does carry APCR for premium ammo, whereas the Defender gets heat. Not quite sure if that will happen on the T28 Prototype. I haven't been able to identify shell traces except for regular ammo in that small preview there, but yeah, there are heat guns in the US line, so would not be surprised to see a heat shell there, but then again, APCR would do the job just fine. If you look at the mobility, you can see that the i3 Defender is just slightly better than the IS3, and that would probably be the same for the T28 Prototype. It has 20 kilometers top speed on the regular one, and we could see from that footage already it has 29 kilometers per hour on the Defender type. So there could well be a bigger engine in there. It will probably have a better power to weight ratio and maybe even better traverse numbers. I'm not quite sure, I wasn't able to see anything in terms of equipment mounted, provisions, consumables, etc. But it will be interesting to see what type of gun will they fit on the T28 Proto. Will they keep the 120mm gun, or will they give the Proto the 105 with maybe a less alpha per shot, but just about the same in terms of DPM, but less alpha, and make it a 930 in a clip, 2.5 seconds between the shells? I mean 7.5 for the Defender. That is quite long. And again, all I am doing here is making educated guesses on what I know of the T28 Prototype, on how you should or could play maybe, on the fact that it is a tank that isn't really good, but has a good and hard-hitting gun. And I can only compare this type of gameplay to the little bits of footage that was shown on the social media pages. And there are some interesting facts on it. Because you can see the T28 Proto itself, it has an open-topped turret. From the footage of the social media pages, you can see that the Prototype Defender gets a roof on the turret, which makes it less vulnerable to HE shells. And there are some other small differences as well. You can also easily see that the Prototype Defender gets side skirts, and you can't see how thick those are. They will probably offer you some protection against HE and heat shells, even if you have the suspension behind it. It's good to have that stuff. But what if this is actual armor plating? Has the side been buffed? I can see a grill above the drive wheel actually, which is not there on the regular prototype, so that might be a possibility to shoot in there with HE and then light up the T28 Prototype, maybe a bit of nerfing or rebalancing because it now has a roof on top. But all in all, if the tank plays anything like the regular prototype and it has a 400 alpha shot autoloader or burst shot, then it can be a really funny tank. And this turret is not the most armored one on the field, not at all, but the gun mandate is thick, it has got good gun depression, it is by no means a tank that is easily overcome if a player knows what it's doing. It is just really slow. And did I mention the gun depression yet? Well, that's not too bad, we finished them off. You do have APCR for premium ammo, which is good against spaced armor of tanks and such, because I like that better than heat. And I can understand why Wargaming want to make this tank as a premium one actually, because it will probably offer something different in terms of gameplay. I can also understand why they have buffed the top speed, because that top speed is really slow, as you can see. I have managed to get up to 25 kilometers per hour, but that was going downhill. And that is not good in the current meta of World of Tanks Blitz, which features fast-paced gameplay, which is more about raw TPM. And the T28 Proto has got good TPM. But yeah, TPM, it is obviously just a number, and if you are a slow tank and if you have a lot of targets around you, then it is not that easy to use it. So here's my educated guesswork on what a T28 Prototype Defender will be like in World of Tanks Blitz. It's coming soon, no date or time yet confirmed, but stay tuned to the channel and I will tell you as soon as I know. My name is Martindogger, thank you very much for watching, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking!